Hello, 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 hello. Just checking out what's on Game Pass. I got that 14-day trial uh for $1, which it still blows my mind how aggressively they do deals and promote Game Pass. You would think by now they would have, like, anyone who wanted Game Pass or slash tried Game Pass had already tried it. But I guess not, because they still be running these crazy, promotions and deals. If you buy any laptop, I like bought and returned 7 laptops or some shit because I was just trying, testing them out, seeing which one I liked the most. And they all came with a get free trial of Game Pass. It didn't matter if it was a gaming laptop or if it was a, yeah, I guess if you think about it that way, if, like, even you buy I mean, because modern iGPUs are pretty good, like the 780M and the 880. I don't know what we're on now, but I was helping an acquaintance, Chijin. I was helping a Chijin pick out a laptop, even though he is kind of a fucking dumbass and just literally bought the laptop. Was like, "Is this good?" And he sent that to me afterwards. I'm like, "Dude, no. You just bought a laptop with what it was Ryzen 5000 mobile. You just bought a laptop that was in like 2021 with a CPU that was available in like 2021. Yeah." Like, no, you didn't get a. I'm like, whatever. I mean, it'll run fucking Microsoft Word, sure. Like, oh my god, bro. What was crazy about that too is that laptop had like recent good reviews. I'm like, dude. I mean, I guess if it's a functioning laptop, like, people, that's how low people's standards are, because they're just arrogant, or not arrogant, just I don't know why I said arrogant, ignorant, crazy that you're okay with. I'm like, okay. I sent him two. He literally specifically said, "Yeah, it's for my girlfriend. She wants to play some games on it too. It's for college." Like, okay. There are laptops out there for $500 that have good, like, really good modern integrated graphics. Um, and that have laptops have gotten really good in the past couple years. The quality has really gone up, which is kind of surprising. But just overall, especially battery life, well, it's a it's a result of CPU technology, specifically mobile CPU technology, is getting really crazy, crazy good. Just efficiency and uh, just raw horsepower and shit. It's gotten so much better. Damn, this is crazy. They have Stalker 2 on here. Like, that's the craziest part about Game Pass. Going back to what I was actually talking about, is that, like, it's fucking brand new games. It is brand new games. Flight Simulator is on here. Obviously, Indiana Jones. This game just came out. Black Ops 6. It's like, I just it's crazy. Like, even games that are a little bit older now, like Diablo, like the new Diablo. God, that fucking reminds me of my stupid, stinky ass coworker. He used to fucking try and talk to me about Diablo. I'm like, dude, I don't give a shit about whatever you're fucking saying. And then he would be like standing there explaining the fucking leveling system or the balance patches that they were doing. I'm like, dude, how can you not understand that I could not give a less of a flying fuck? Like, but yeah, oh yeah, I was talking about that whole laptop thing was because uh my laptop that I ended up going with, which is um the Asus G14, the 2024 one. They have fucking Persona on here too, bro. That's crazy. It's just on everything, like every fucking game they just have. But yeah, like even though I bought that laptop a really, really, really long time ago, it still had the Game Pass, and there's no restriction to it. It's just like, oh, you just got done with your free trial for $1 for 14 days. Yeah, you can still redeem your 3 month thing. Like, okay, that's good to know. That's just crazy. It really is. If you play games like that, like I really don't. I really don't play games at all nowadays. But like, if you play games like that, my God, it's just such a crazy deal. I really do wonder when this will change because it can't stay like this. I mean, it's fucking $16 a month. Like, how do you pay these studios anything for these licenses? It doesn't make sense, especially for brand new games. Like, you have to be. How do you convince a game studio? Oh yeah, hey, make this game. Um, I don't know. I mean, obviously, I don't know because yeah, like it's very expensive to make a fucking video game. So they make this video game and like, okay, well, everyone who just plays like whatever 12, $16 a month just, has it. Like what? Seriously, it's just so great. Like look, Halo, every single fucking Forza, every Halo, literally every Halo. Fucking Hollow Knight, Insurgency, every fucking Lego game that ever existed, I guess. And EA Play is in here too, which is surprisingly, you actually get a decent amount of games in EA Play. I used to be subscribed to EA Play. Um, it was actually a pretty good deal because it was $6, and you got the whole shit. It was nice actually. I'm kind of sad they got rid of Origin. I know it's a controversial. I'm just as nostalgic for it because I got EA Play like right when I had a computer. Every fucking Star Wars game. Every Star Wars game through EA Play. All the Battlefront, Squadron, both of the fucking Jedi games. That is just crazy. I haven't like looked at Game Pass in a very long time. And all of the Yakuza games. That's a lot. Like seriously, if you play one of these fucking games a month, like it's worth it. I mean, and like say for example, if I got Forza, um, So you don't get the like premium editions or whatever, but I have 500 hours in Forza. I bought it of course right when it came out, and I have almost exactly 500 hours. And I mean, it's $60, and I don't actually know how much Game Pass is. But if it's like 12, 60 divided by 12, it would take 5 months, like, of payments, Game Pass payments, versus just buying this game. But even just that. So even if you play this game straight for 2 months and then you get bored of it, it's still like you came out on top. I mean, obviously, you kind of lose the ability to go back and play those games if you want to, like years down the line, if you are not still subscribed. But it also could be not not included in Game Pass anymore. Although Forza Horizon 4 is leaving, and that game is like right now it said it was leaving. And that's because it's being delisted soon. So what do you get for Ultimate? Like, I don't understand the tiers. See all plans. Through Game Pass Ultimate, play hundreds of quality games across devices, including day one release. Yeah. I don't get it. Oh, okay. Here's a useful diagram, I'm assuming. So what do you get? So it's 11 versus 20. Online console multiplayer. Enjoy free perks. Okay, so there's no point in getting Ultimate. I just happen to have it. Damn, that's such a good. This is such a good deal. That's crazy. Cause like this play console games from the cloud, I have never been a fan of this. So I feel like a lot of people too. It's just not important to them. What are free perks? What are my free perks? Hold on. It's just bullshit, you know. Pass perks. Unlock benefits from my games. Like this is crazy that EA Play is included for both as well. It used to be called. Oh yeah, it is still called PC Game Pass. Yeah. With this, you get Xbox Live too, because I know that's why a lot of people have it. Like that's nuts. It's just really. Yeah. So I just happen to have. Okay. What's in here? It's just a bunch of bullshit. Wait, what? Dive deeper into the world of. Oh, you motherfucker. That's pretty fucking good. I mean, because that's a $30. I mean, if you play Persona 3, guys don't take my code. Guys, don't take my code. Okay. Is this actually 3 months of like Nitro, or is it like Discord is a really big asshole about that? They really are. Like they will not let you use any free trial. Let's see if they let me do it. No, they actually might. Today's total 3 months of Nitro. You need to add a fucking payment method. Why is this? That's really weird. Okay, I don't know why my friend's address is on here. What? How did it? Okay. What the fuck? What? Huh? Oh my god. That is really weird. Today's total. So when will I be billed for this? By clicking Get Nitro Monthly, you are purchasing a recurring subscription. You'll be charged. What? I'm confused. It says today's total $0, but it says, oh, okay. Wow, my Nitro is activated. Is it actually, or is it fucking lying to me? No, it's not. God, I haven't had a trial of Discord Nitro in a very long time. Dude, that is crazy too. That, like, you don't even. Like, I'm on a fucking trial of Game Pass, and there's like, yeah, you're okay. You can just claim all this shit if you want. Like, what? Oh, hell yeah, Forza Street. Is this even still a downloadable game? When did this come out? 2018? This used to be like one of the games you installed on Windows 8.1. No, it wasn't quite that old. God, I remember uh it wasn't the first computer that I think I had that had it at Windows 8, but it was the first computer my family had in a very long time, and it was an all-in-one with Windows. I'm assuming it was 8.1 because it was kind of late into Windows 8. And I just remember like finding it really crazy that you could go to the Microsoft store and download games. So I downloaded like a bunch of shitty mobile games that worked on PC. And I was like, whoa. I also remember thinking that that PC would somehow be able to play video games, and it is not. I could get CS to run. It technically had a dedicated GPU, but it was like bad. It was like the lowest tier mobile GPU that you could put in a on a motherboard, on a fucking board. And I could barely get CS to run at like some crazy resolution, like around 800 by 600 lowest. The computer had a horrible death too. It just killed itself for no reason. Yo, and your system video card driver? That's crazy. Questions about Indiana Jones and the Great Circle? Yeah. I literally just saw a VTuber who was like, guys, I think my PC's not good enough to run this game. She's at like 15 FPS, debating whether or not to turn off depth of field. Like, it's just your VRAM. I guarantee you, turn your texture quality to complete low and you will be probably fine. Really funny. My Japanese YouTube recommendations right now looking mighty fine. Let me tell you. Look at this. This is perfect, man. Sometimes the algorithm on this account is really weird. Sometimes it just recommends dog shit to me. What does it say?
の皆さん、一体ね、どんな動画やねんって思ってらっしゃる。
Help, I can't read. I can read, but I can't read. Help. Holy shit. Yeah, that's kind of what I thought it said. Imotoを失って I don't know why I always I 妹を失っていました。残されたで No, not Sato. This guy is cool. He lives in the US and he just one of the rare actual there's a lot of Japanese gun channels because a lot of there's a lot of military otakus out there. But like you almost never see any video of any Japanese person in any situation except for fucking this guy because this guy's fucking nuts, I guess. There's a fucking like blank gun just fucking discharging it in the middle of the night like a fucking psycho. That is crazy. But yeah, look at this. We got the B-roll. Okay, I see how that is a game. Fuck. We got quite a few videos in to watch later. Bro. Wait, Marin and whatever her name is? I don't even know what her name is. I should watch later. Yes. Oh, what the fuck? God. Speaking of cars, I fucking Subaru, man. God. Why is my transmission grinding? I can't even remember if it was doing this. Like, here's the fucked thing. I literally can't remember if it was grinding before. And half of me kind of feels like it wasn't. I don't know, man. Next billing date, March 11th. Set a reminder for March 8th. Cancel Game Pass. Oh shit, it's not cancel Game Pass. Set a reminder for March.
Alright, I'll remind you on March 8th.
Okay, thanks. That probably didn't go through. I almost guarantee that didn't go through. Set a reminder for March 8th. Cancel Discord. Whatever it's called is weird. Yo, February 12th, 2025, cancel. I like all the ones that are into the future. I have the Heat Death of the Universe scheduled for August 12th, 2036. Bro, where the fuck will I be on August 12th, 2036? Probably be dead or something. 2036. That is currently, I mean, just call it 2025 now, right? $11 years from now, I'll be 32. Oh, God. Sort of feels like the world has stopped, you know? In my own mind, it kind of feels like that everything's about to kind of go to shit. That doesn't really loom over me, but it just kind of feels like, well, why am I gonna, like, I can't do much until, you know, the fucking world ends or gets done ending, you know? With all these damn geopolitical tensions and fucking. God, that's kind of crazy to me that people aren't even aware of that. Oh, people kind of get a feeling for stuff, but it's not. I don't know if I'm gonna say it's probably not enough because I don't think it really matters, but no, it does matter because maybe we could avoid these situations. I am scared of a war. I mean, right now it feels like there's no way out of this. There's no reconciliation with China. There's no end in sight for Russia, you know. But it's just. I mean, I'm sure it felt much worse during the Cold War. Just a looming threat of nuclear war. I don't think we're quite there yet. Although nukes like to be threatened. I kind of don't think that that'll ever happen. I honestly kind of don't think that any nuclear bomb will be detonated against another country. It's just too, you know, it's just too, there's no point. Because as soon as you do it, it's just all over. So the very thing that you were trying to protect, there's no point in gaining power if everything is gone. The prospect of more control over the world or getting what you want is useless if there's nothing left. You know? I don't think anyone will use nukes. That's not really what I'm worried about. it's just, an actual war would not be good. I mean, things really are set up for a world war right now. They really are. It's the perfect storm. It really is. Allies of other allies who don't like their allies. These stupid 3 fucking conflicts, man. All so different, but in some ways tied together. The war in Gaza. The looming threat of a Taiwan takeover. And the Russian invasion of Ukraine. These things all are happening at once. Part of me, well, a younger part of me, back in the day, I felt like we had kind of large superpowers had kind of moved away from direct wars because they're too costly and people don't like it. Things aren't how they used to be. I mean, even as early as the 60s, people don't stand. It feels like people don't stand for that type of stuff anymore. But in reality, war is the human condition. And unfortunately, the more perspective you gain, the more you realize that war is a constant and you're simply existing in between the gaps that war does not exist. And even then, it still does exist. It just doesn't affect you in between those gaps. All throughout history, just constant fighting over anything and everything. Constant. Truly constant. And it's hard to say, because you really do feel like, oh, well, it's the modern time. We are not like the things that happened in the past. But people forget about the things that happened in the past repeatedly. Truly doomed to repeat every single mistake over and over and over again. For probably the rest of time. We'll never learn. I don't know why, but yeah. It really does amaze me. It's probably most likely a perspective I just can't imagine. But I don't understand why world leaders are so insistent on trying to gain these small advantages, these small little details, the lengths that these people, the most influential people in the world, will go to for something seemingly so meaningless. Seemingly that the pros do not outweigh the cons. Like Russia and Ukraine, like it doesn't make sense. You've thrown your country into madness, lowering everyone's standard of life in said country because of sanctions and everything else. The war is no longer looming. It is upon the country. Thousands and tens of thousands of men dying. For what? I understand the perspective of Russia feeling like NATO is knocking at their door. That NATO, over the past however many years, has repeatedly grown closer and closer and closer to Moscow. That is most likely why Putin is doing what he is doing. Is to try and gain a buffer. But in doing so, I mean, you have officially started this era of conflict. Even if you count NATO moving forward as an act of aggression, is not an act of war. An act of war is marching over the border to a different country. With the military. And China and Taiwan, man. Like, this whole fucking thing with China. It really doesn't have to be this way. Like, surely it is not. The time to take back Taiwan was long ago. If you really wanted to, it was long, long ago. They've waited so long to where an entire new country has been birthed out of the remains of the Republic of China. Wait. I think it was the Republic. I don't remember what the other side of the Chinese Civil War was. I don't remember if it was. I know obviously there's the People's Republic of China. I don't remember what the other side was called. The Democratic China. I don't remember. But either way. Just so pointless, you know? Because Taiwan is nothing. Taiwan wouldn't be anything if it wasn't for the semiconductor industry. But what do you gain? I guess I understand obviously what they gain is that all of a sudden every Western country in the world would be cut off from the most powerful semiconductors in the world, the most powerful chips in the world. But at what cost? Like, in what world is that worth the cost of tens of thousands of citizens and billions of dollars? And like look at Russia. I mean, the exact same thing would happen. You know, like how was that worth it? Why is it so? Countries are constantly worried about the future, about something changing, and all of a sudden people flipping sides. Why is it so bad to just continue on the path that we are on? Whatever. I'm gonna go